name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman & Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law. Please subscribe to our channel. One of the key things that goes on in a society that has become much more mobile is that we have people living in one state. Mom lives here, dad lives over there, different state. They may have children, and the children, while typically not going state to state, but the arrangements that pertain to mom and dad, sometimes they cross state lines. There can be a situation, for example, where there's a custody order in Michigan, but there's a parenting time order, perhaps a specific parenting order, or out of Arizona. Now, really, all the court orders and all the everything that relates to the children should really be centralized in one place. There should be one court and one judge giving those orders so it won't become confusing. There should be one judge giving those orders so that it won't become contradictory. But I can envision a situation where people start out in one place, somebody goes and gets a temporary order of custody, and then the children are moved, and they live in the state of Michigan for a year. And now, ultimately, the court has to figure out there's a temporary order, parenting time or custody. Now we have to do a final order. Generally speaking, just because there's an order of custody in one state doesn't mean that a parenting time order can't exist in another. It should mean that, and ultimately those judges in a cross-jurisdictional case should get together on the phone if need be, or maybe even do a Zoom and figure out, look, somebody's got to take control of this. Who should it be? Now, if the children are living for a long time in Alabama, that's probably the court that should do it. Now, if mom picks up from Alabama and runs to Michigan, and files something in Michigan, the Michigan judge and the Alabama judge have to have a conversation and discuss why Michigan should have jurisdiction if the kids always lived in Alabama. Now, mom can assert emergency jurisdiction if she was abused, the children are abused or something, and she might be able to get it, but in most cases, there shouldn't be two judges giving orders about these kids from two different places. It is possible that in certain circumstances you might have that, but the law is set up so that that is ultimately resolved. Therefore, when we have a situation that's cross-jurisdictional, we don't just necessarily take orders from two different judges from two different places. We make a decision about where that jurisdiction should lie, and then we follow those orders. If you have questions about that, reach out and we'll be glad to help you out.